Yeah, big respect to all Massive and crew, and this is the original Gersham representing with a thing called Dazzle Spotlight. This is no flashlight, but this is the spotlight. So let's tune in and enjoy the vibration. See? So the way I got into music was when I was like 8 years old. I was playing drums in the church. So I grew up in church, OC Church of God, and I started playing drums at church. And then one of the members in the church, he saw my talent and he wanted me to be part of his band, which was a country band at the time, and I joined that. And then at 14 years, we started playing at hotels, traveling, did some shows in St. Croix, Jamaica, etc. Played at the hotels in Coconut Bay and Chasney, Jade Mountain. Yeah, and that's how I got into music per se. But the way I got into singing was during my time playing drums. I used to do a little backup vocals and stuff, but I moved to Castries because I'm originally from Viewfort. I moved to Castries and I joined a band called N Voice, and that's how I became like a lead vocalist. And then, yeah man, that's how the journey began. So the group that I did backup with was a band called LM Stone Country Band. So I used to play drums for them and do some harmonies as well. So, and here and there I would sing a little few songs like Bless the Broken Road, these kind of things, you know. But country was my foundation. Country and Western was my foundation. With LM Stone, big respect to LM Stone every time for giving me a shot, because I was only a kid at the time. Yeah, and then moving up to Castries, I met up with an old friend of mine from church, Davon Sergis. Yeah, and he told me like there was an opening in his band because their lead singer is gonna be moving, so come do an audition. Yeah, so my first audition was a reggae gig. Yeah, because them times I was just growing my little dreads and yeah man, so yeah, that's how it all started. And then I was kind of nervous, to be honest, because I've never come out from the comfort of being behind a drums, because it's easier being behind a shell and you can sing, nobody really seeing you too much. But then to be standing, you have to have posture, you have to have a vibes, you have to have, you know, your little, you know, charisma and things. So it was kind of nerve-wracking at first, but I pulled through and here we are today. Yeah. Well, I dabble into various different types of genres and sounds per se. A lot of people tend to label me as a reggae artist based on what I've released already and what I'm speaking about in that time. But I want to clarify that I'm a musician, and being a musician doesn't box you to any one genre or whatever. I'm into hip hop, I'm into jazz, I'm into soul, because I'm more of like a soulful singer. So I'm into soul, I'm into reggae, of course, a little bit of soca here and there, with different styles. I'll play with it with different styles, but you can put me on any beat and what I'm saying is going to say the same, because it's my message that is what stands out. It's not about the type of music that you sing, it's more or less the message that's coming out from my music. Yeah, so that's what I do. And pretty soon you'll hear a bunch of that, because I have a few releases coming soon. You'll hear some dancehall, you'll hear some way back kind of vibes, you know, them kind of thing. You'll hear some hip hop, you'll hear some R&B. Yeah, but the message stays the same. And if what I'm speaking about is reggae, then everything I will be saying and singing will be reggae. See? I've collaborated with different artists. To name a few, I would say KO is one of them. I have a couple songs with KO. I have this little brethren of mine, very talented young individual, Justice. Yeah, and the chemistry me and him have, like, we have a unique chemistry. Like, we would just go to studio, have nothing in mind, and then out of nowhere would create like three songs in like one session, you know. So it's like vibes like that is effortless energy, and that's how music's supposed to be. And like I always tell people, like music have to always feel and be effortless. If it's not, then you're in the wrong field of work. You know what I mean? If what you're doing is not effortless and you're not enjoying it while doing it, then you're in the wrong place. But I collaborated with a few people. I have a kind of zookish compa song. I collaborated with a lady from France. That'll be coming out pretty soon, hopefully before the year ends. I have a collaboration that's out. It's called Sweetness. Working on a video for it right now. That's with a guy from England. Tutan is his name. I have another one with Bazooka, Bazooka the Disciple. That one's a nice one. That's one of my favorite, actually. Yeah, it's a nice little conscious track. You can check that out. The name of the song is called Smile Back. You can check that out on iTunes or wherever. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna give you a little sample of what my verse sounds like on Bazooka's song. It goes something like, teardrops on my pillow, wash my sins. We're rising from the ashes again, walking through this valley with no fear. We're rising from the ashes again, again, again. We're rising again, again, again. We're smiling again, again, again. Yeah, man. Well, my proudest moment being a musician to date, and probably for the rest of my life, will be me releasing my first song ever. Yeah, man, that is my proudest moment. That's the time that I actually made people aware of me having something to say, like me having my own voice, not just singing from somebody else's perspective or anything. For me personally, like that is one of my proudest moments, me having the courage to put my voice out there. So because I mean, like, you live in a world where, especially in 2022, there's a bunch of judgments like everywhere. See what I say? So like, you putting your voice out there, you put yourself open to criticism, judgment, people watching you in certain way, frowning on you or embracing you same way. So whatever that is, you know, you putting your best foot forward and releasing your first song, yeah man, that's a proud moment. Yeah. A moment where music has helped me or enabled me to improve myself was, you can say, like that last song that I released, Everything is Everything. Like, for that time we were going through COVID and all that kind of thing, and everything was just spiraling around, you know, like everything was spiraling. So with that being said, like me writing that song and the meditation I was in that time, I was encouraging myself. And to be exact, like every song that I ever write or ever wrote or ever thought of or ever came to me in any point was me encouraging myself. And that's what I try to do in my music, encourage myself first, and then you can in turn share that with other people. If you can't encourage yourself, then what's the sense? Or if you can't love yourself, so what's the sense you're trying to love somebody else? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like that last song, like we're going through a lot, like no work, especially for a musician, there's no jobs. I mean, you have to get out of your comfort zone, try and look for a little construction job or some garden, you know, some shit. You know what I mean? Because I mean, for somebody like me, like my full priority has always been music. Like I said, like from I was going to school still. I was in Form 4 when I started taking that serious, and I was 14, and that's all I've ever known. That's all I've ever done. That's all I've ever loved. So, with that being stripped away from you, then you have to find ways to smile, even regardless of the storm. So that's what that song definitely was about. Yeah. So that's one of the moments where it helped me propel myself to keeping everything nice and level. So the song Everything is Everything, it came during a time where we're experiencing the pandemic, and Afa Ale, as everybody know, big respect to Afa every time. he came to me with a second rhythm. I did the first one with him that was on the new wave rhythm, the song Your Love. You can check that out. Big respect to Alpha again. So he came up with this lavender rhythm, and then he pitched it to me and he told me that he wanted me to be on that rhythm as well. So when he sent it to me, I listened to it, and during that time he was extremely creative with his production and thing, and then he sent it to me, and then I vibed it, and I was like, yo, that's crazy. And so I dived into it. I started doing some melodies and stuff, and then I said, all right, let me write this song. And then I went deep inside myself and I started creating the song, because I was just speaking of what I was feeling in that time. And I was like, when your skies turn, you know, this. I was like, yeah, man, that makes sense. So I started writing it. I read the entire first verse, the entire chorus, and then he told me, come to the studio, because the beat wasn't even finished yet. So he told me come to the studio to come record and do it and do my voice on it and stuff. So I did that, and then I told him I haven't written the second verse yet. So I've found that my best place to write is in studio. Like when I'm in the studio, I write flawlessly. So like I sat there in the studio, and then I started penning out the second verse, and I said, all right, I'm ready. And we just recorded, and it was a vibe. Yeah, and we enjoyed it. Yeah, man, that song have, yeah, man, some sentimental value to it still. Greetings again, Massive, and you now tune in to Gersham on a thing called Dazzle Spotlight, and I'm gonna do a little breakdown of the song Everything is Everything. Like the name is already self-explanatory. Everything is everything. You see? So no matter what you're going through, what storm you're going through, whatever it is, people, whatever, everything is everything, and that should be your motto. Yeah, man. So tune in and enjoy the vibes. Yeah. Chorus. When your skies turns to gray, you have to push harder. Just lost my job today, still my smile getting brighter. They see my world's caving in, and haters them I wonder. Tell them say it is what it is, and everything is everything. When your skies turns to gray, you have to push harder. Just lost my job today, still my smile getting brighter. So what I'm basically saying is like, no matter how hard things is, you just always have to just keep a positive attitude, a positive mindset. So no matter like good, bad, ugly, rough times, you know, you just keep the vibes nice and upful, you know, because that's the best thing you can do, because things happen, and people say like, all right, you have a bad day. No, man, you never have no bad day. You have a bad moment in time, and when that's done, that's gone. That's in the past. You can't go back behind yourself and take that back. So just push harder and keep a bright smile on your face, and you see how beautiful things will be. Yeah. They see my world's caving in, and the haters them I wonder. Tell them say it is what it is, and everything is everything. So what that's saying is like, people on the sideline, because you have bad mind people. I mean, I don't pre-bad mind people, but there's bad mind people regardless. So no matter what you do, there'll be people on the sidelines watching and saying, yeah, they're praying for your downfall. So, you know, so they'll be like, yeah, that man mash up or whatever. But even regardless of that, when they see my world caving in, they're wondering how I'm not caving in with my world around me. But I'm the world. I'm the universe. So, and that's what they don't know, and that's what keeps me nice and focused no matter what. Because everything is everything. Yeah, man. First verse. Ahem, bread and no butter them. Youths them are suffering. Still I juggle fruits from the sunrise to the setting of the same. Times had me not pretend. System me reprimand. Me represent for every ghetto youth when I've no friend. Tell them say we have a journey to the end, because the pendulum go swing again. Tell them say Jah alone a me defend, Jah alone a me depend, Jah alone a me depend. Yeah, so with that now, what that's basically saying is, I clear my throat because I have something to say. So ahem. Bread and no butter them. youths them are suffering. So that means like everyone around you, you can see, because during the time of the pandemic, like young, old, rich, poor, all of us was in the same boat. There was no separation. I mean, yes, some people had more money than others, but there was no separation. All of us was in the same boat, experiencing the same thing, wearing masks the same way, struggling the same way. So I say, bread and no butter them, because there are some of us that didn't even have food, you know, and it was a struggle. So bread and no butter them, the youth suffering. But your parents and like people still have to, still juggling fruits from the sunrise to the setting of the same. So like that's saying like, regardless of what's going on, everything is everything. So you still have to get up every morning because you need food for the next day. So you have to get up every morning and juggle your daily, you know, your daily routine from the sunrise to the setting of the same, just to make it by, you know. So this part says, times that me not pretend, system me reprimand, me represent for every ghetto youth when I'm no friend. So what that's basically saying is, the times hard, and I'm not even pretending like the times are not hard, the times are hard. So yeah, I'm saying push harder, but times hard for true. So, but I'm basically saying the system will reprimand. So I'm reprimanding the system because they don't really cater for the ghetto youths. So I'm now coming and I'm representing for the ghetto youths and giving them encouragement and saying, you have to journey, make it journey to the end. You have to make it journey to the end. You know, so like, no matter what it is, you can't just say, all right, I give up. Because you can't give up on life. Giving up on life means you failed miserably. You failed. So make a journey to the end, because the pendulum will swing again. So keep on pushing. And when I say the pendulum will swing, that is like code for saying like, what goes up, it must come down. What, you know the whole phrase about pendulum swing, that kind of vibe. So even if it comes back around. And sometimes when it come back around bigger. So you have to keep the vibes up full right through, so that when it comes back around, you're ready and you're prepared for that journey. Because yeah, you're going through down. After down is up, and after up is down. And that's how the pendulum swings. So when I say the pendulum haffi swinging back again, that's what I mean by that. So when the vibes come back around, let it come back around bigger, and you're ready for it. Cause yeah, man, we have to be rich someday. Yeah, man, if you keep on pushing, you will be rich. You'll manifest all your dreams, and they will come true. And it's not even dreams, we have visions and aspirations. So keep the vibes up full and you see how everything will just manifest. Yeah, man. And the final part of that, it says, tell them say, Jah alone and me defend, Jah alone and me depend. So what that's basically saying is like, I only defend Jah. And me saying I defend Jah, it means I defend truth and rights. Yeah, I'm a human being as well. I falter, I stumble, I make mistakes. Yeah, man, I'm a human being, I'm having a human experience, but that doesn't mean I don't know the truth, and I don't know what's right from wrong, and I don't know how to encourage somebody who hasn't seen that level of truth yet. Same as when I didn't see a level of truth, I needed somebody, could be you, to help me along that journey and help me and say, all right, yo, you check yourself, you know what I mean? So I'm not no perfect or superficial human being. You know, I make mistakes like everybody else, so I'm saying I'm defending Jah, and I'm depending on him. Because when I make my mistakes, I'm depending on Jah. You see me? Because when your sky turns to gray, you have to push harder. Just lost my job today, still my smile getting brighter. You see my world's caving in, and the haters never wonder. Tell them say it is what it is, and everything is everything. Second verse. Oh gosh, quest is for the truth, you know me search and search. Sufferation I go end up on this earth. Tell them say the last will end up as the first. Watch ya now, I me say hop a rock, massy your feet dancing the scheme, yeah. Mashing up the place, I me no one hear nothing. Girded in Jah me like G.U.S. Marine. Tell them say me go for anything that me need, cause them always say, tell them say it's a brighter day, tell them it's a brighter day. Everything is everything, and you know life it's set away. Firm like roots in ground, and you know say me not go stray. Me pray that Jah can protect me every day. Alright, so what I'm basically saying is, quest is for the truth, you know me search and search. Sufferation I go end up on this earth. So what that's basically saying is like, my quest on my journey, it's to find the truth, like in every aspect and sense of the world, because we're just here on earth having a human experience, and most of us we're lost and we don't even know what we're doing. So the quest is for the truth, and we can't get our truth from somebody else's eye. We have to find our own truth, because what's true to you is not true to me. You see what I say? So that's what that's basically saying. But sufferation have to end up on this earth. So like that have to done eventually. I know that to be a fact. So that's what part of my truth on this journey is. I know that sufferation must end. Can't last forever. You know, whether in this life or the next one, it must end. Yeah, so that's what that's basically saying. And then afterwards I'm just letting you know that so it could be uptown or downtown people. So hop and rock. So hop or rock. So that means like you could be hopping, could be infirm, cripple, whatever it is. Come and dance and enjoy yourself. No matter how hard and seemingly the times, just enjoy yourself and just feel proud to be what you are, because you're girded in the armor of the Most High. So, you know, just keep the vibes nice and upfront. And that's what that's basically saying, pretty much. So the bridge to the next life and the afterlife. Yeah, so the bridge of the song is everything is everything, just look within. While everything is everything, you know what I mean. Everything is everything. Oh, mama, mama, my. So that's basically saying self-explanatory. It's saying basically everything is everything. Just look within for the answers. Just look within for the positivity. Look within for your truth. Look within for anything you need. Because a lot of people think that this is you. This is not you. This is your vehicle to this physical realm. But the real you is within. That quiet voice you hear inside of you when you close your ears and close your mouth and close your eyes. That's you. Yeah, man. So let's look within for everything. Yeah, man. That's what I'm basically saying. Outro. When your sky turns to gray, you have to push harder. Just lost my job today. Still my smile. Yeah, my smile's getting brighter. World's giving in. The haters, them I wonder. Tell them, say it is what it is. And everything is everything. So what's next for Gersham is you're gonna expect some more music, a whole heap of tune, man. Just them tune card done. Yeah, so we have a whole heap of tunes coming soon. Some nice collaboration. I'm desperately ready to bring forth to the people. It's a different contrast, a different vibe, a different element. You'll enjoy it. Some more live performances, a bit of travel as well. I'll be going to Portugal hopefully soon, and New York. So keeping that vibes on the husher still with Jano. Yeah, but just keeping the vibes nice, and just stay tuned, man, and you'll see the journey, how it unfolds. Yeah. So a short little advice that I can give to any up and coming artist or musician or whatever you want to find yourself in is just keep yourself positive. Things will not always be great and bright. That's just part of life. That is the beauty of life. To just know that there's ups, there's downs, there's highs, there's lows, there's rough, there's calm. So as long as you understand them things, you know how to navigate through. Because sometimes a lot of money comes, sometimes none comes. So you just have to just keep your vibes just up full, right through. So even in the times when it's good, the time when it's bad, like you will learn to appreciate when it's good. You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep the vibes nice and mellow. Yeah, man. So you can find my music on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Deezer, pretty much like any streaming platform per se. My handles are Gersham Music on Instagram and on Twitter and on YouTube. Whatever you have. Yeah, man, just check us out. And don't forget to subscribe to Dazzle magazine on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Boop. Right there. Yeah, man. Let's keep the vibe nice and up full. Because, you know, this is Dazzle Spotlight. And this is the original Gersham representing. Big respect to all Massive and crew.